Today's going to be an absolute banger, guys, because we've got Steve on the channel and we are going to do an updated spenders guide. Because let's be honest, Age of Empires Mobile, if you are planning on investing into the game, has changed a lot since global launch. There's new packs, even the battle passes have changed. So we want to showcase some of the best value you can get for your money if you are planning on investing in Age of Empires Mobile. So smash like, comment, and subscribe, and let's dive into today's video. Right, so the first thing we need to talk about is arguably the number one thing you need to be buying in Age of Empires Mobile, because this is the cheapest thing in the game, and in total, as you can see, you can get 82,000 Empire coins. And the beautiful thing about this whole growth fund pass, as Steve will mention probably at the end, is you're just going to be progressively doing this, guys. You have to be upgrading that Citadel level. That's going to obviously unlock more content, especially with the new Mercenary update. You are going to be hitting Citadel 30, so you are going to be getting the full 82k, which you can be saving for later on. Some people, like Steve did, which is really cool, is you don't have to buy it straight away. You can technically just run the growth fund through, get to say like level 29, and say now season 3 is on its way. What you could do is buy that growth fund then and get almost like a massive injection of like 70,000 Empire coins ready for that Mansa Musa, ready for that Mehmed II. So the growth fund, easily the number one value thing on there. Is there anything you want to add on to the growth fund, Steve, or do you want to move on into like the hero rally section?
In terms of the growth fund, I didn't actually buy mine till I think I was 26.
Yeah.
Citadel level. So then I had such a good quality of Empire coins coming in, I could spend that for what you need to do. So it's definitely worth a big investment. Maybe not now when you first start, because it's only a couple of hundred. But when you start progressing up to 30, it's 100% worth pushing once you've got, when you get the higher level.
Yeah, it so helps, honestly, guys, especially with those legendary advent wheels. So definitely one of the number one things I'd always suggest anyone to get. Then we've got the hero rally. So I've got my opinions on this. I'll let Steve kind of go on it first, but what do you think to the hero rally area?
The hero rally, so I was actually talking to you about this about a couple of months ago, and if we just go on to the purchase Marshall marks, there is obviously little bundles that you can use, and also you can use your Empire coins. So I think I did the maths. I think it's like 16,500 Empire coins, and you'll probably get maybe 10, 12 sculptures, heads, whatever you want to call them. It's probably not worth it, guys, if I'm honest. It may be worth if you need to push, the last couple for one of them that is in the hero rally. But if you're wanting to push it hard, it's not something I would personally recommend.
Yeah, especially because it's one of the things is, guys, what people are really tempted to do as well is use it on certain heroes that you can honestly unlock through the tavern, like these Josephines and even the Guan Yus and stuff, because obviously they're going to work towards that Lubu. But honestly, the only thing, and this is at a stretch, I would only recommend spending the 400. It's 4k and you're getting 1,000, so you can get like 2 or 3 sculptures for that. Is it gonna help you in the long run? It might, but even then, the options that you're going to be picking from is it maybe like the Julius Caesar, the Philip, the Theodora, the Tariq, the Sidon Diok, or the Bushra, because those are basically part of a better bundle, which we're going to get into in a second, which is to do with the Heroic Expedition area. So that's why we don't really talk about the Hero Rally. If you are spending in it, I would tell you guys to kind of stop in there, right? So let's move into the battle pass areas, because this one is a no-brainer, I think, for a lot of players, because you do get an absurd amount of value in the Kingdom's Horde, right? The Kingdom's Horde is just something you're going to be doing no matter what when you're playing this game. Literally just before this recording started, I just completed 2 of these season training duns. I think it was the one here for tech research on resources spent, right, and then the promotion of troops, and I got an absolute ton of rewards for doing so, right? And the beautiful thing about this is what people don't realize is you are gaining stuff which you need in your account, not just the universal legendary hero medals, which are obviously really good for future proofing for heroes. The one thing I absolutely adore, and some people don't like it though still to this day, is the planishing hammers, because actually getting those rings and getting the dust to upgrade those rings is number one. And it's so hard to do at the moment because there isn't, to be honest, a lot of content in the game that rewards with planishing hammers, right? You have to actually do this through Empire coins, through the VIP store, which we'll probably touch on right at the very end of the video, where it comes to where you want to maybe spend your Empire coins, right? So definitely the Kingdom's Horde, I'd say even number 2 on the list. If you're looking for like the top 2 valuable things, this Kingdom's Horde is like up there in the top 3 with the good old growth fund. So what do you want to add to that, Steve? Because I know you've maxed it out recently more on the medium spending side of things because of like MGE, right? So do you want to kind of like touch on that experience?
Yeah, so obviously it comes out monthly, so it's definitely worth a month. Think of it like your Fortnite Battle Pass, or, you know, something that you do monthly, yeah? It's definitely worth it if it's a game you're investing in. I think, to be fair, there's 2 levels. There's the advanced level and the normal level. The advanced level is only $13.99. And then obviously with me pushing MG this week gone, it only cost me 28,000 coins to max it to full. Yeah. But that gave me everything I needed. It gave me 60 hammers. It gave me the universal sculptures that I needed. You get some coins back as well. So that 28,500 is actually going to cost you 28 because you're getting some money back and you're getting your value back as well. So, like MrSneakyy, if he does it, he has to spend 11, but he's getting 9 back. So technically, it's only costing 2,500 coins, but he's getting so much value. But that's only if you need to push the levels to push an event, right? Not something I would personally recommend if you're just wanting to do it straight away.
Yeah, 100%. Because that is it, guys. Like, if you're in that MGE push and you need that extra just injection to get you through maybe a couple of stages that you were lacking on, you can do that on more of, again, medium spending side. But just remember, if you don't need to do it, just let the game play. Let you just play the game. Do your dailies, do your weeklies. You'll get the season ones done super quickly. I promise you guys. The longest one is the 20 days. Literally, the 20 days one is the longest one. So that's what you're waiting on, right? And once you've got all those done, dude, the amount of value you get on this is just obscene. So what's the next thing you want to talk about? Because there is the login gift here. We have the limited time bounty and we have the heroic expedition. So I'd let it move on to you on where you want to talk about next.
We might as well just go down, go to the next one, which is your login gift.
Yeah.
Again, for the value that you get for it, for 99 pence, guys, that's £4 a month. Why, and again, for a medium to low spender, for £4 and you're getting so much value. It may not look a lot, but it all adds up for £4. If you bought all these individually, you'd be paying a lot more, especially that blue gem chest at the end.
Yeah.
That costs more than 99p for one in the VIP store.
Yeah, it is true. Because the thing is, what these are aimed at is absolutely great value for super low cost, but it is timed, right? So this one is the login one. We have the limited time bounty, which is similar, guys. You can see I have it unlocked. This one does cost around, I think, £2.69 sometimes. It could be a little bit lower, right? So it depends on where you are. It's super cheap, but the one with the limited bounty is there's 2 but I look out for, and this is one of them, which was lucky enough when we started this recording, and why I wanted to get it done for you guys this week, was because the legendary skin medals, these cost over 8,000 Empire coins, guys. 8k. Like, that's ridiculous how much that is, and you're gaining 3 of them for that, plus you're getting some easy skill points. It is what it is. And then more importantly, just 1.5k coins. That's a good amount of spins that you're going to need for, again, heroes. And this is one of them that you should be looking out for. And the other one, as you guys can probably guess it, is the planishing hammers one for your signet rings. You can do the exact same thing. You can see it with, I think, 10 hammers that's in it. I always get it. It's just too good of a value not to get, because that's sort of 10,000 again. Empire coins basically saved when you start going through the whole bounty system. So definitely need to have those two if you are more of a, again, lower spender, just looking for some extra value from time to time. So we're going into Hero Expedition, and I'm going to pass this honestly into Steve, because he is the master of this now, because this is all he does, I seem to be, when it comes to why he wants a lot of value. So I'll let him explain why it's so good for you to do.
So it's a weekly thing, yeah. It costs you less than £3 to unlock the full thing. If you watched my video previously, I think again the medals that you get is about 22 medals, and that's just for doing your dailies, guys. If you do your dailies, you'll unlock it. You know, I get these unlocked in 5 days, because you do 4 out of 4 every day. It's 20, you're maxed out, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you can't do a certain thing because you're a medium, well, not even a medium, a low spender, you'll get it done, guys. Even in 3 days, do 3 every day, you're still going to get it done. You might have to push a little bit at the end, but it's definitely worth it. But then obviously it all depends who you're wanting to push. So for myself, I was pushing Julius Caesar, but there is loads, guys. It all depends what you're after. And this might all change when Season 3 comes out. There might be some other people that you're wanting to push. You could do that easily for a good investment for less than £3 a week. £3 a week, yeah. And then obviously you've got the little buy icon at the bottom, which again, from the previous video, we've only recently found this out maybe a couple of weeks ago. I would personally only invest in the $4.99, and you only get 2 of them, and that gives you 15 sculptures of whoever you're going for. But it's less than £10, you get 30.
Yeah, it's crazy, guys.
It's crazy. Honestly.
Just think of it like this. You've got that $4.49, like you're saying. That's 30 there, right? And then you've got the battle pass here, which is done for the dailies, and that was £2, £3, right? So for £13, you've just net yourself 52 sculptures in total, which is $92.99 right next to it, and you've gained 2 extra out of nowhere, just on the sculptures alone, right? Which is just crazy value, absolute crazy on it. And yeah, you can pick any of the heroes out there. Is there any heroes like you really enjoy, or what you would recommend for them?
So it all depends what you're pushing, guys. So again, myself, I'm pushing Pikeman. Now I've got Marshall Pikeman because of Rancam. Obviously, I'm pushing Julius Caesar until I get into rank 5. But the thing is, guys, the thing that you have to think about is the $4.99 bundle that you buy doesn't necessarily have to be the same bundle every time. So obviously for myself, I'm pushing Julia, so I will buy 2 of Julia. If you played it smartly, which is what I'll be doing soon, is you can actually go into the expedition, change to one character that you don't actually have unlocked.
Yep.
Purchase it for £2.69 for the week. Do the first day, that gives you 10 sculptures. That unlocks that character. But then you can go into another one that you've not unlocked and pay £4.49 and get 15 to unlock that. But you don't unlock it straight away. You have to unlock it, which will then bring up the Hero Growth Bundle, which again is one of the best bundles ever that I've only just recently started purchasing. But £8.99. That gives you 10 universal medals.
Yeah.
So it'll pop up like a bundle here, but it will be obviously Hero Growth.
Yeah.
But you can do that with 3 guys that you don't have unlocked. And then you're getting extra value because then you're getting 15 of each and 10 of one, and then the rest of it through your dailies. But then you're also getting 30 universal sculptures.
Yeah, it's crazy, guys. So if you guys didn't understand that, just to dim it down a little bit more, I know a lot of you probably did. What you're able to do is simply, like you said, if you don't own, for example, Bushra, and you don't even plan on building Bushra, you can still go hit the Bushra icon, come over here, pay that $4.49, get the 15 sculptures. It's gonna allow you to unlock the hero whenever you want, and by doing that, when you've got the time or when you've got the money to do so, it's gonna allow you to actually then, unlock them, get the brand new pop-up bundle that's going to come up on screen like so, and it'll be for around $8.99, and you're going to get the 10 universal sculptures for your account, and you can just do that whenever you want to, so you can take advantage of it really easily. And just talking about pop-up bundles generally, guys, if you are wondering if you're more of a medium spender, they are generally the best value. These do come up through specific events, so if you've just done brand new tech like I have done for mercenaries, it will pop up. If you're doing certain things like even research or buildings, it will also pop up if you unlock brand new heroes. So for example, if I just jump all the way down here, if I look to Constantine, it would pop up potentially. Justinian, if I definitely unlocked to Justinian, it would pop up for 10, sculptures. So that's what you want to try and take advantage of. And the one thing, and this is kind of like a little tip and trick leading into that, is make sure you do not pop them all at the same time, guys. Because the thing is with the game so far, and I don't think they've fixed it yet, so that's why I want to just say this as a tip and trick. Whenever you unlock a new hero and you get the pop-up bundle, if you do it a second time, only one bundle will pop up. It doesn't stack those bundles. So you have to unlock a hero, buy the bundle. Unlock a hero, buy the second bundle. Unlock the third hero, buy the third bundle. So it's a bit of a nuisance to do, but that is the best thing. So with that though, we've done all the battle pass stuff there, guys, and hopefully you understand the best things to get from the battle pass in the other section. We're going to go into the festival offer, and at the moment we've only got the Sunbright coffer on screen. However, there is some other stuff that we can talk about specifically about the festival offers. So I'll let Steve go into this because this is one he really wanted to talk about, so I'll pass it on to you.
So obviously with the bundles, they do come up with a lot of universal sculptures, especially the last event that we had, which was the spring event. You was able to spend £20. You got a load of speed ups and mats, which is what I did daily just to push MGE, which is why I paid more than what I would normally do. But it was a daily bundle that cost 20. I think it was just short of £20, and I think you got about 13 universal sculptures as part of it. Definitely worth it, guys. It all depends on obviously the event that's on, because we've just recently had the Eid event, which was really good value for money. If you was needing them universal sculptures to be able to unlock your heroes, that was one event that I would have pushed, which I did. If you guys haven't, I would definitely recommend it. Just even look at the value that you get into the actual bundle itself. I was spending, and I was thinking I messaging MrSneakyy every day going, I've just spent another 20 quid. But I got to a point, I got over 250 universal sculptures within a matter of weeks, just by purchasing and doing the hero growth, everything that we've just spoke about, to be able to get them medals to push your heroes. So obviously now we haven't got a season, there's nothing coming up because of the new season 3 coming in. There'll probably be something when that unlocks that you'll be able to look into and see what is worth the investment. But it's definitely something I would recommend if you've got that spare £20.
Yeah, definitely. Because the thing is, guys, like you're saying, like the festival offers, these generally pop up on like holiday-based events. So again, Easter's on its way. So you can imagine something's going to be coming for Easter. And then whenever there's another holiday, it's going to do another one. So these will be regular, because one thing we've noticed is they're not like an exclusive holiday. Like everyone, if you're American, if you're in the Asian region with the Chinese New Year's, for example, everyone is included, which I absolutely do love, the fact that you can have all these different kind of cosmetics as well for your account. So definitely keep an eye out on the festival offers. These things are just top tier. They are top tier when it comes into it. So finally, we are in the pack section, and this is the one where I think a lot of people wonder, is there any real value in here, and is it worth it? And the thing is, there is quite a lot of value you can get into here depending on your spending level, and we're going to explain that in this section, as well as how you can take advantage of even your lucky chests. And that's kind of where I'm going to start off with, which is technically right at the bottom, which is the value packs, right? The the thing is with these value packs, guys, I want to kind of make this clear. You generally, unless you're a bigger spender, and I mean a big spender that doesn't really have any, worry about any finance, so you've got a lot of spare income, you don't want to be wasting money in here. It sounds crazy, but hear me out, because there is just better bundles, as we've been talking about in all the different sections and even in the festival area. The only time you want to spend in these areas is if you have the ticket. So you can see I've got this blue pop-up here for this $4.49, and we had it again over here for the technique points, which is the brand new thing that's coming to the game for mercenaries. If you've opened up any lucky chests and you get these coupons, these are the only time you will ever use them, because for 99 cents, yes, 99p for this is definitely worth it. 2.5k, I've doubled up already on my value just from that alone, and we don't even know how much these technique points are worth, but it's crazy value, and that's for $1, right, for most people. So that's the only time I want to say to you guys, unless you're a big spender, you can ignore me, right? But for everyone else, just don't go in here. There is way better areas that we can go through, which we're going to start with right at the very top, because we've got the gear boost, the citadel development, and the tech development. So I'll let Steve go into these ones, because he does get these ones a little bit more often than I do, unfortunately, because I don't have too much at the moment, because we've just been to Disneyland, as a lot of people know.
So I pushed the tech development and the citadel development during MGE. Obviously, I didn't spend much, but even the value that you can see at 99p, guys, you're getting 15 hours of build speed up, but then you're also getting 8 hours of universal speed up. So essentially that can go towards your trading, or it can go towards anything that you need for 8 hours for 99p is insane. I think afterwards it's 99p that it goes to like £1.79, then £2.67, then £4.49, and it keeps going up and up. But then you'll see your value increases because you're getting better and more multiple speed ups. So me personally, I would probably only push this to maybe £20 as a total. So it might cost you around about £40 because you're paying up to £20 up to 20, and then plus the 20, which is 40. But that's only if you need the speed ups, guys. Yeah. Same with the citadel development as well. Again, you would only want to be buying these, even if you bought just one for 99p, one for £1, and you're getting 500 Empire coins, because it all adds up, guys. Because one thing we didn't actually touch up on, because we don't no longer have it, is your top up bonus.
Yeah.
So with your top up bonus, every time you buy you'll
be down here if you had it.
Yeah, there'll be your others. Every time you buy a pack, you get X amount of Empire coins, and that all adds up, guys. So you can go from getting, level 1, I think it goes up to level 9, but then you're having to spend a lot more money. But if you're doing it gradually, you'll be able to unlock them over time.
Yeah, and that is true. That's the one thing, I'm so glad he brought it up, because I completely forgot. It's been such a long time, because a lot of you guys know I live streamed it, right? I live streamed my push where I maxed out the top up bonus, and that is true. Whenever you are technically spending in Age of Empires Mobile, you do get an extra value from it, and you get that top up bonus. So I'm so glad you actually brought that up, because I almost forgot myself about that. So when it comes to these guys, like he says, there is that accumulative purchase. That's all you need to be aware of. But no matter what, for 99p, it's so much value. Plus, even I would say, if you just bought this up to even like the $4.99 one, and you bought that one and you stopped, it's about £10 or less that you've spent. And it's just crazy, because you're always getting over basically 2 or 3x times the value each time it keeps going up, which is just crazy good when it comes into it. And that kind of feeds down into regular supplies. So this is a really good one that I would recommend. If you are a low spender, you should be getting, because this 100%. Is a 100% get. For 30 days, you're always getting basically 800 Empire coins each day, Plus you get that 500 skill points plus that little extra over here, which comes to, I think, what, 1.2k. So you're getting 1.7k skill points each day. And then you get a nice little chunk of resources and obviously XP, right? But as well, when you instantly buy both of them on the same time, you're also getting that 2.5 and 1.5 accumulation. So just think, guys, you've just made 4k Empire coins as soon as you bought it, and then you're getting 800 each day, right? So that's what, 8k for 10 days. So then you've got 8, 16, and then 24k Empire coins just for just turning up and pressing claim is unreal. I'm telling you. So these are the ones I would always say as well. If you're going to get anything, I'd go and purchase these. When it comes to the weekly pass, there's some okay ones on here. I will be honest with you guys. The one that I actually would get is this one. It sounds a bit crazy, but Forger in kit is so hard to obtain. You have to do so much work in order to get this material. If it's not from, obviously, your expeditions or dismantling gear, it's scarce. And this is the only one I really would push for. Like, sometimes if you're a bit more of a bigger spender, you could go down the troop training one, because, you know, having 10 hours extra each day, and that again adds up over to 70 plus hours that you're getting each week, and it keeps going and going. You can't really go wrong. And maybe the resources, because some people will feel eventually the bane of resources, right? Because everyone feels that. So those are the only weekly ones, but even then, that's at a stretch, guys. I would only say monthly is the main thing to go for, and that's like mainly any low spender in the game. So what do you want to talk about next, Steve? Because we've still got the daily special, the custom gift, and we've got these last little areas down above my head here. Where are we going?
I think the custom gift will be the last one, if I'm honest, because that's such good value for money.
Yeah.
Imperial Glory. We'll go with Imperial Glory.
Yeah. Okay.
So it all depends now, guys, when you first started the game, what character you pushed for. So you've got either Mulan or you've got Leonidas, like myself.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily, me and MrSneakyy both went for the opposite character.
Yeah.
He went for Mulan, I went for Leo. Now we're both stuck on this $92.99 bundle that you can buy 7 times, but that would max it out to level 5. Is it worth it? It's quite hard to say, but the value that you get from it, just think of it this way, guys. If you've already bought your Empire coins, your first time you buy it, you get double Empire coins, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, it's still $92.99, and you still get 50k. So why wouldn't you buy this? Because you're getting the 50 Empire coins. You're also getting 500 VIP XP towards your VIP. Your skill points, you're getting 10,000 skill points. You're getting over 5 million XP tomes. But then you're also getting, is it 50, 40, 50?
40, yeah.
40 for your selected character. If you're going to buy that, them Empire coins, I would recommend buying this instead. It's only a limited time, so obviously once you've bought it all, that's it, and you'll be going back to Empire coins. But this is a good buy if you're wanting to buy Empire coins at the max height.
Yeah, and I think what a lot of people are probably already writing in the comments section, so you guys can fucking stop writing, because I know what you fucking like. Mulan or Leo. So I'll tell you my opinion, right? Mulan is just crazy. Like, she is just obscene. She's one of those heroes that if you've got a Mulan, you know how good she is. And the fact that is like you can pair her up with Lubu and run an archer, cavalry, glass cannon. It's just an obscene amount of damage, right? The thing is with Leo is, I think Leo wants to be 5-starred, and once he's 5-starred, that pikeman march, and I've always said it on my channel, warrior pikemen, when they are maxed out, you got them 5-starred, you got the right rings, you got the good gear, you got the right gems. Those marchers are just disgusting, because they can just stand in the field and 1v10 and get insanely positive trades and just merit print for your account, right? So it's one of them. Do you want to go for a hero that you know is going to be good early, mid, and maybe she falls off late game? Or do you want the hero that's kind of okay early and mid, but they become that different animal late game, which is Leonidas, right? And I think
It's worth the investment.
yeah, it's one of them. It's all personal choice at the end of the day, guys. And I think that's the best way I would put them down, because they're both good heroes. They're not bad heroes at all. And anyone will tell you if they've got Leo. Some of them are jealous because they don't have Mulan. And I've got Mulan, and I'm kind of jealous that I don't have Leo in my lineups properly, right? So you can see why both of them are honestly good heroes. And what I did, just to help you guys out, I did buy one of these just so I could unlock the Leo and put 30 sculptures into him. You can do that, but just be warned, if you do that, you are sacrificing what you need to get to Mulan, right? So you're going to have to use some universal sculptures over time to finish her off. So that's just a little heed of warning for you guys there. So I'm going to talk about regular supplies next. Not regular supplies, daily special. Here we go. Because this is the one thing which I think a lot of people are going to get caught out on, because a lot of people do say this is really good value because you're going to get a ton of obviously coins, and more importantly, if you didn't earn, for example, Justinian in that MGE, you're able to unlock him and actually unlock that hero. Same with Barbarossa and Rane. They're all good heroes in their own right. But it's one of them. If you don't need these heroes, I personally think there's just better value, as we kind of explained in the good old heroic expedition, right? You can just pay $4.49, get 15 sculptures for a hero that you need, especially in that pool, which is a lot bigger, and it's just going to benefit you more, right? So it depends on what you want. Some people are going to probably hate me on saying this, but that's my opinion. I actually haven't bought these in a super long time, because it's one of them where I'm not even guaranteed, guys, to get the 15 sculptures on average. And yes, we could get some universal potentials in there, but I'm not willing to roll the odds. The game's already a grind. The game's already playing against you. Why try and put it even harder against you, right? Obviously, if you're a medium spender, go for it. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit different on how much you can spend. But if you're like low spending and you're looking for pure value for your account, I don't know. It's only there for if you miss those heroes. What about you, Steve? Do you agree with that, or how do you think it's? I'm giving it a bit too much of a rough time here.
No, I think the odds that you would get to get that hero is very low. So for you spending £4.50 to get, a chance, you can get up to, I think it's 5 at the max at the bottom.
It's 10 sculptures for 0.5%.
0.5%. It's not worth it, guys. It's honestly not worth it. If you're not bothered, you just want to buy it just to get your chance, just to, again, going back to one about unlocking that person. But I would buy all 3 at the bottom, not individually, because you get a bit of a discount.
Yeah. That's the one thing you always do, guys, when you do this. Like, you always pay, if you're going to do the daily, you have to pay $4.49. Don't buy the $1.99. Don't. You are honestly losing out to the game if you do that over a longer period. You need to be doing this. It's crazy. That's what I mean. This is why I don't like it. And yeah, the chests are okay for, what you can get, but
you're only receiving 1, guys. So you receive 1 of that in that one of that in the other, etc. And it's the same with the other chests, that you have a chance of getting up to 10 sculptures, but I think you got more chance of winning the lottery, not the millions, but at least winning something on the lottery, right? So it's if you're not bothered, do it, but you won't see a huge return in investment by paying for it, sadly.
Yeah, so the last 2 things is basically price friendly, and this is kind of the same as before, the hero growth one. I personally will just tell you guys, I won't get this one. Some people might, if you're a bigger spender, just because you want to rush and get your heroes leveled up, go for it. But I'm one of the firm believers you can ignore this one. Maybe just if you want the Empire coins or the resources, sure. But even then, Look, the whole purpose of this bundle is to level up your heroes and get them going, and you can do that just by killing tribes. Just play the game, and you can do this for free. So I personally don't like this one, just why I kind of separated it out compared to the good ones, which are actually up top, which you need for technically even MGE pushes, which will give you even more rewards after, you know, you've been spending and holding on to the investment, right? So Prize Frenzy, though, is okay. I will say that I haven't done it too many times. If you guys are wondering how it works, you always should be accustomed to this because you get 2 for free every single time. So you should be getting that every time. If you're not, I'm going to slap you guys for sleeping on free rewards. But then you get some extra passes, and these passes are pretty good. I'm going to be honest. For $8.99, 11, 12-hour speed ups is kind of crazy, guys. Absolute crazy. Plus, you gain 5k Empire coins, and we'll obviously happily take the resources because it's safe resources. But then it unlocks the next free one, so you get universals and more resources. And that's what's really cool about it, that it is one of these kind of like almost passes like, do you want to go further? If the answer is yes, you can, and you get a little bit extra for doing so, right? And it's one of them. This does rotate, guys. Like, it isn't always going to showcase the same one. So this is the tech development one. There is a training one. There is also, obviously, the Citadel one. Well. Yeah, there's I think there's 4 or 5 in total that this can rotate between. So keep an eye out, because maybe for you, you know, having that $8.99 might be a good burst of speed ups that you need for your account, right? And that pretty much sums up it all to the very final one, which is going to be the good old custom gifterini, basically, right? So should we just explain to him how good this one is, or
I get this weekly, like, without a doubt. Look, guys, 99p, you get so much value. And again, pushing MGE, not even like now, but in the future, for £20 a week, you can choose what you want to push. So for me, I would probably be pushing, if I need speed ups for research, I can push on research. I can do it for, you know, training. I don't need speed ups. I'll do it for the forging kit. You're getting such good value for money.
It's ridiculous.
You know, it's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
This is one thing. Yeah, this is one thing I would 100% tell everyone to buy, because do you remember when this first came out and it was like £10, £20, £50, £100? I ain't spending that much. I ain't spending £200 a week. I think then they got told they need to dim it down a bit. So like even on the last one, you can get the legendary star crystals, or you know, the other one as well.
Scale scrolls.
Yeah,
it's crazy. This is what we're saying, guys. Like, this one is obscene value, because it is based on the super hyper pay to win one, which were the 99 bundles, as he said, and you can just tailor this however you want. And just the speed ups alone, that is what a lot of people don't realize, and what a lot of my friends, and even like shout out to like Crazy, because he was even saying this last night to us when we were talking about it. Just the speed ups alone is just nuts, man. 8 times 8-hour speed ups of your choice is bonkers. Do you need to just train? Go for it. Do you want to finish off those buildings because you need to? You can do that, right? And then even on top, the forging kits at the end. Like, even if you don't think you need anything from here, the forging kit is crazy value. Again, with the Empire coins, and you are getting on each of these guys, if you didn't notice, some universal speed ups at the end and resources, right? And the oh boy, it is so good. It is honestly one that I am going to be starting to get myself soon, because you can get these legendary skill scrolls, and we're going to be needing these, as you guys know, to 5-star those main priority skills that you've unlocked on your account a lot quicker than normal. Or if you're just having a little bit of a struggle again on the gear grind, you've got those crystals, man. Those crystals are so much value. It is bonkers. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, because we've gone through, honestly, each of the different areas that you can go through, and we've talked about where the good value is, what isn't really the best value out there, and hopefully if you're a lower spender, medium spender, and even like a bigger spender, you're actually knowing where it is and what you're actually getting for, you know, your value and your investment into Age of Empires Mobile. Because you got to remember, you need to kind of say this at the end. Obviously, I'm not telling you guys you need to spend at the game, because you obviously don't. But if you are choosing, because you have that spare income, you have your own, you know, financial freedom to do so, and you are going to put some money into the game, hopefully me and Steve have given you guys a little bit of information, a little bit of better understanding of what you're actually getting for your investment, a little bit more value on that, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Any final words, Steve, before we close it out?
Yeah, don't go ham, guys. Set a budget, play within your budget.
Yeah, that is it, guys. It's as easy as that, literally. Even if you just say you set a £30 budget, that's all you need to do. £30 budget, first one, just for argument's sake. You could get your growth fund, you could get the battle pass, and then just save. Wait, maybe check out what comes up. Maybe a festival comes out. Boom, you can get some festival stuff. Next month, you got £30 again. Maybe you check out some of these bundles for the first time, right? Just keep something consistent, and as long as you keep that budget, you stay disciplined, you won't fall into a trap, and you won't become a filthy degenerate whale like me that spent like 1.5k in one day, right? So you won't have to feel that pain, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've learned something, and the best way to obviously get some value in Age of Empires Mobile. Until the next one, stay safe, guys. Stay sneaky. Peace out.